Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me is Paul Neuner, partner of Next Retirement Solutions. Paul, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Well, thank you for having me, Jill. It's an absolute pleasure to be here.
Let's review the importance of rebalancing a portfolio where the market has had disproportionate amount of winning and losing sectors, as we certainly saw in 2020.
That's a really great question. It's a strategy employed by many people planning for retirement. And what you essentially are doing is reorienting your portfolio to its original allocation. So essentially you're selling winners and redistributing to positions that may not have participated in the upside as much as your better positions. Thereby employing that strategy, it's the old buy low, sell high, and thereby what you're doing is de-risking a concentrated position. So over time, it can really decrease the volatility of a portfolio. Has a chance to enhance returns. So if one is planning for retirement, it's a very smart strategy to employ.
One thing we're passionate about on Trade Talks is financial literacy and advocacy. Explain to the audience the importance of debt management and how it impacts every area of your financial well-being.
No, that's another excellent question. It wasn't just even an hour ago. I had a conversation with a business owner that had very dependable cash flow to his company. He took the opportunity to leverage that cash flow, and lo and behold, 9 months later, I don't think anybody expected the pandemic and COVID to hit our economy as such. And now the business owner literally is straddled with debt and not enough income to pay for it. So the lesson to be learned there is that it's not that you don't want to ever leverage yourself or borrow. But you have to take inventory that a 2007 and 8 can happen, a pandemic can happen, fiscal stress can happen to your business. And so you want to soberly employ the amount of debt that you take. So, you're eventually going to have to pay for it.
Part of the issue is education. Why is educating the younger generation key when it comes to economic literacy?
Well, you're on a roll, Jill. It's another great question. The youth of our country are our future, and it's a disservice to the youth when we do not teach them the basic tenets of micro and macroeconomics or finance for that matter. And you take, for example, today where we have we just as a nation took on $900 billion of additional debt. Who's largely going to be responsible for paying it back? Well, in fact, it's going to be the youth of our country are going to be greatly saddled with that responsibility. So educating our young folks up is imperative, not only as they employ intelligent strategies for their own households, but as they go out into business, they go out into the community to serve the community, that they are making intelligent decisions based upon strong founded principles.
Tell us about the Secure Act.
We're covering a lot of area. That's another good one. The Secure Act that was passed by the House. Towards the Secure Act is the establishment of what we call a pooled employer plan arrangement, or we refer to as a PEP. And the importance of the PEP allows for mid-sized and small-sized companies to essentially band together, to organize together, to create economies of scale and certain efficiencies, specifically with respect to the 401k administration. And it's such a big deal that it's literally going to save companies millions and millions of dollars in administrative fees and soft dollar costs in terms of time and administering a retirement plan, whereby creating efficiencies in the mid and small plan space to allow those types of organizations to compete with better benefits programs to larger organizations. And there's a whole lot to unpack there, and my suggestion would be to contact your Next Retirement Solutions representative. They can certainly fill you in.
All right, Paul, great to catch up with you. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you very much.